Hello and welcome. This is what I call my generic hello for those sessions where I've had a splice to a video. So this is, I don't like you to just wander in and see a bit where it's been spliced without me saying hello and welcome. So yes, please enjoy the content.
Now then, let's keep our eye on that because it seems to have been 99%, but then no, it's doing it. Now then. Definitely think that, yeah, this is the better of the two ways. Let's play realistically. Let's go up the right side. We need to pull quite tight because this is still fairly long, but not so tight that we hit the left like that. Someone's left a trailer in my way. Have we lost the... No. It's hard to see the... on the mini-map because it's sort of small. It is hard to see. There's our horses. 3 Palominos in honour of my mum. She would have loved to see those. She really would. Yeah, she loved the horses. I never really got... I went on a couple of riding lessons as a kid, but never really got the love of horses that I think I would have done had my mum been able to sort of share that with us. Now then, how is the best way to do this? Now, first things we need to do is stop the John Deere. Thank you very much, young man, for your assistance. It really is very gratefully received. Now then, let's do that. Yeah, that'll work, although I did slightly nudge the field. Then like so, if we push into that a little. I think I'm against one of the wooden poles. Canola field. So yeah, I had another bit of a lesson on this. I looked at the crop rotation mod because this is an aspect of farming that I really do want to get to really conversant with. Right, so then field 71. $5 meters. Clear, load, activate, and go first. Let's grab the trailer, which we need to empty first, I believe, is the... yeah, we do anyway, because it's canola. Should have been a bit quicker on the stop following shutter, really, than have to reverse all this way. Careful. Yeah, in fact, that's too close. Not going to risk, even though we all know I can't. That's not really the point, is it? Oh, you're doing it again. You're wandering in. It's a nasty angle. Now then, oats. Are we going to stick this in to make flour, I would say? Twizzle around. Is there enough room amongst these trees? I'm not sure. I think so if we straighten up. I think there's enough room there. No, there isn't. That's a tree. Yeah, this is a bad angle actually. Yeah, there is enough room if we're clever. I think we need to straighten up and then It could be a tree limb, because I think I'm right. Yeah, it is. It's the back big tree limb on that. So do you know something? I think we have got no other option but to carry on with reversing all that way up there, which is a bit of a nightmare scenario. Be careful. Yeah, we're going to catch that field. Can we do a right turn really severely? No, I think we're going to hit the... Careful. We'll do it, I do. Whew. Yeah, I don't really fancy all that way in. Now that was probably ours. It's ready. I think we should... No, I don't think we will with this. It's a little bit... Yeah, I think we can easily push and sort of to partially turn in the space that we've got there. Is that us or is that the other end? I would have thought it was the other end. See, it's canola, it's not the quickest of fills. Yeah, and that would be right. Balls. Should be alright there. In the middle of the thing should be, but it's, yeah, sometimes things happen that you don't really think of. I think actually we were, yeah, it was unloading. Fantastic. Do we do an empty? Because that looks like it's getting fairly full to me. I think we've probably just about got time to try to get this in exactly the same spot again though. We've easily done way more than that. Let's leave it. It's only 50%. It looked a lot more than that, to be honest. Let's put it back where it was-ish. Brilliant. Let's go back up to that one, which is about ready. Will you sense that there? That is the question. This is a smaller field. I would have thought so. It's only the really bigger ones, like the one at the bottom, where they can't always sense right the way across the field. They are supposed to scan the entire field, but they don't seem used to almost scud the game. You could literally feel a shaking when a Corsair was scanning the fields to see if there was a... yeah, you could physically feel it. It really did not put your CPU cycles up trying to scan the fields, which seemed a little bit strange for it to be so severe, but yeah, it really was that severe. You could tell. Anyone who's ever used Corsair over the years will know what I mean. It really is. Now we're going to do that. I think we're going to do this harvest over a couple of sessions, because I think we are about one session in already. Do we speed up time till 11 if we're going to do that? Also, do we... what's the weather going to be like later? That's the thing I'm trying to think of. let's have a look to see what the weather is like all day before we continue to rain in the evening, but it could be early, so I think we're going to yeah, we'll leave doing that again, at least for a little while. Let's jump back down the yard. Yeah, I think 132 and 94. I would have liked to have got, yeah, it would not made that much of a dent really. I would have liked to get 72 done and 133 finish, and maybe started on one of those. They are the two biggest fields really. Well, 133 is the equal to 94 or 132, but what I mean is, yeah, it is. We are showing a bit of a weakness though. In I do think we need probably another 70 tonner. So we will order one from the shop. Definitely think I'm right. And what colour are we going to do this? I think we'll have a general purpose. I'm not going to go, do I go green in this one? Mind you, we're not usually using this for, we could use it for manure and that. It is funny, the 70 tonner is unique in so much it's the only one of that capacity that's also that's a little bit of a TARDIS. There isn't another one in there. All the others are 50 tonners, unless you go lorry backs, and they're massive, the ones that are. So yeah, it is rather a unique thing, which is why there really is no other thing, unless of course you're going to go unrealistic with something like that, which I really don't. Or I mean, you can do unrealistic with Mack Truckers 53 footer. Now that does actually do the same thing. Let's change the colour a little though. Go on, and we will buy it naturally. It is beautiful. Fantastic. And I think a third harvester. I do think it's this. If we're going to go this sort of size, I don't think it will be out of. Although we're going to get these, I think. No, I think two's all right. It is a bit slow, but then that's more a matter of patience than it is anything else, really. Right, that's back starting again. Yeah, I do actually. I think it is more a matter of patience than anything else, truthfully. So that's ready, that's ready. No, let's pop and grab. Yeah, we can use you. You are the closest to McCormick. Let's drop you off. You still can stay there and do your job, and we'll grab the other one. Well, yeah, it is only needed for this end, actually. Yeah, I think the brand has got that other end sorted, although it might need to empty it when it's finished that field, perhaps. Now, did I put a rear hitch on this? Don't think I did. No, I didn't. No, definitely didn't. Let's go quite deep. Make sure there's enough room for this to let go the tractor. Let's do a turn. Whoa, 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 be careful. Smash it. Do we time-lapse next to tomorrow's session? Because it has, yeah. You could sort of almost have squozen the harvesting if we'd have time-lapsed it back. Yeah, I'm trying to... been doing my best to steer clear of too many time-lapses this over the last few sessions. And just kept it chatty. I don't know which everyone would prefer. I actually quite like the time-lapses, but I know not everybody does, so it's one of those... This up while we are here. So going to be a massive clear up for this straw, definitely. It's going to take us quite a few sessions, I should say, of quite hard work. We will windrow it, that will make it a little bit easier. Not sure whether to buy another one of the size that we've got and upgrade the little one, keep it as either a third or a backup. I'm tempted to go for the TARDIS because it's not massive, but it is big. It's a 50-tonner. And then we're going, yeah, we are actually, that is true. Yeah, we're going to stuff up the worker, although we did sort of stick to the right size, so... Yeah, I shouldn't have interfered. It's the trouble, you mean well, because they do faff around a lot, but then you stuff up the... Mind you, if we're windrowing everything, it doesn't matter. That is true. It really doesn't, thinking about it. So we can crack on. Because it's less faffy. I always find when you're doing it, they do a lot of turning around. And at this end, it would be nice to get these 2 fields finished. Or, no, I think we'll leave one. I think we'll finish this one. As long as we finish that one down the bottom, we'll have 2. We'll have one that we'll start off with next session. And the other one which we will we'll finish the one to the right next session and do that early on, and then when we've done that we'll go and join the other harvest at the other end where there really is a lot of work still to do. So let's go past that. I don't want to be damaging that. There is our way into the field. It's hard to think that we're in real life, actually. We're not far off the time of harvest in Great Britain, really. July. A few more weeks and these type of fields will be really harvested. I've been looking at some canola fields that I've been passing. Most people refer to it as rapeseed. It really is. Rapeseed oil, but canola, as the game calls it. It seems a nicer name, really, to be honest. Anything with the term rape in it is, just not nice. Even though it's, I don't know where the farming term came for that. True, I have no idea where it came for that particular thing. Takes me back to No Man's Land. Yeah, I used to be in the oil business on No Man's Land, and canola was the one that I used to go for. It was the easiest to go because we've got a cover crop. I think it was one of the 9-metre weeders, and you'd got the fact that you could do canola with it. So yeah, I used to use that plants because it was so tight. It was on hard economy. It was ridiculously tough. It was so hard to make. You literally inched to success. The biggest problem was the repair costs on the harvester and that. Yeah, by the time I'd finished doing a field, my harvester, which was old, which was exactly one of these, that's the other thing that reminds me of that, was very badly damaged, so it went into the red, so that cost more every time, but it used to really, yeah, get damaged quickly. That was before, was it before? I think it was before the damage mark that used to slow things down, and it was that really taught me that it really do need, as in, like, it's not right the way that Giants have got it. And I have tried it again recently just to see if Giants had tweaked it themselves, and the paint and the repair settings are still awful. In fact, I've got to be honest, I think the paint settings are wrong, even with knocking the repair down to within 1 year of using a harvester 2 or 3 times. I think I've got a brand new Massey Ferguson harvester, one of the little ones, and within actually 2 sessions of that had basic game settings in. That showed me how badly out of whack they are, because within one harvest, I'm in a field, I've got scratches on the paintwork with the base game settings, and I thought, I've got massive gouges that's making this look like an old header. No, it was the harvester actually, the rail in front, because I was doing realistic, so you could see all of your metalwork. When I bought another one, I thought my eyes would deceive me. I thought, perhaps it starts off with scratches. So when I bought another one and saw that it didn't start with scratches, I realised, yeah, you had it right before. Just stick your paint and repair settings back to what you did before, because this is ridiculous with the base game settings well out of kilter. But like straight away after doing one field with massive gouges on the paintwork, I thought, no, that's just not right. I've got to be honest though, the paint settings are right. I think they're not right anyway. Even with slowing down, if you've got the settings slowed down to 75% slow, and my standard settings are 50% damage, within a year it will still... Oh, let's get this going. How are we doing on the bottom field? Wow, I think that's, 1 or 2 more left. Stick this in. I think we'll make a start on the next field. Yeah, it's still, I don't think the settings are right, even if you slow it down with paint. It's, damage is not too bad if you if it slows down to 75% and 50%. I can live with that. I've tried to go up to, I think 75 might be a little bit, not sure if that's going to be closer to reality, but the settings are palatable. The damage is palatable costs. I would say closer to real life. I mean, if you needed, I don't think any farmer can afford to spend thousands every year on repairing a piece of equipment that costs tens of thousands in the first place. Right, let's... Right, 72. Aha, that is about done. Brilliant, so that is ready for it, and we actually are on the right line. Brilliant. We'll leave it there for this one. And we will do this on a second session, because this is... Right, let's just grab Obi-Wan quickly. Cracking job, Obi-Wan, but we're just going to literally tidy the field before we leave. Perhaps should have left that go in the other one just for a couple of minutes, but... it's done now. I'd forgotten about the clean-up really. Well, I think we did do one of the corners. So one of our biggest 3 fields, and we're nearly, we made a start on the other. So I say the other one will be able to help soon. It's not going to take too long really now for that to come and assist, because that I might actually do that field myself next session. Do we do a bit of a time? I think we do need to do a time lapse next time. I think it will be one of those time lapse sessions where we need to do that. We'll concentrate on the hards, and then the times after that we'll do the straw. We'll need to do the grass. Would that be the last court in August? Yeah, it will. That is true. So we'll get the grass out of the way. Did we do that one? I think we did. Yeah, we've got to go down that way anyway. So we have. We could do either way. Yeah, we can go to the top. It's quicker for us. We'll empty this trailer out though, ready for tomorrow's harvest. As in, sorry, next session, because it might not be tomorrow, it could be later today. Although I think I'm going to go on Netherland next, to be honest. Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, it's funny, but Netherland there was so many problems with it. Can we sneak through there? I think we can. I think we did think about this and cleared ourselves a way through, because naturally you can't get through. Still awful, we can't see through those trees. Right, 132. Did I do a 132? 5 metre course, because this is new. No, we didn't. Well, let's get that done. And I would say 4 will do actually. It's deeper into the field. So save course, activate 5 meters. No, we can do my old trick. You can still use it as a double course, and yeah, just stick your second harvest halfway through the course. It works just as well than actually setting a multiple. In fact, in some ways I find it easier because you haven't got any faffing around. You just literally manually put it in the middle of the field and set it going. It's yeah, because the 2-man course, if you ever run a 2-man course with just one person, it's faffy because you have to do it twice. You've got to do left and then right. Or if you did a 3-man course, you've got to do left, right and centre. Whereas a single course, you can always do that with multiples just by setting them manually part the way through. I used to use that all the time. It was my go-to method. I never did the multiple tools method, but I did think it was necessary. Alright, let's stick this. I want to take it straight back. Now then, why do we? Because it's it is the natural way. I do think we're going to need to pull that forward though. Let's just see if there's any room at the end. A little. It was a little as well. Nah. Do we do some flour? Yeah, we do. I was going to say, let's stick it straight in the... we'll not switch that on, I don't think, for all of them, but yeah, oats is the best, really. Or do we make some seeds with this? Because there's quite a heavy loss. We have got oats from the top, which we've stuck in there. Oats, they've got a slight bonus, but I think seeds are probably not a bad way to go, really. The last thing we'll do is stick this back on the field ready for tomorrow, but I can do that off camera. So yes, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.